So people always want to talk about, is addiction a choice or is it a disease? So for me, through the science, from what I have been taught in my certifications, being a recovery coach, addiction is a disease, a chronic disease, but it can be managed like any other disease, right? Most other diseases, not every other disease. But so when talking about, is it a choice or is it a disease? Isn't it a choice when you first start using? Yes, absolutely. When I first started using, yes, that was my choice. But by the end of it, the last thing I wanted to do was use because I wasn't even getting high anymore. But I still continued to do it against my own will. Sounds crazy, right? What does it mean if you're doing something against your own will? Doesn't that mean that something in your brain is not working correctly for you to make the choice of, hey, this is hurting me. These drugs are hurting me. These choices are hurting me. These drugs are causing me to lose my children. These drugs are causing me to not be able to go to work. However, against my own will, I still cannot stop. It's something more powerful than just a choice. It's more powerful than making a decision of, okay, I'm not going to do this. Now, if you do not have the disease of addiction, you can easily say, I'm not going to do this anymore because of these negative consequences. But when you have the disease of addiction, there is no choice. There are so many people who are dying of overdoses every single day. Do you think a normal, healthy person would make a choice saying, I'm going to do this drug knowing that I could die and from an overdose from it? A normal, healthy brain is going to allow you to make a choice and say, no, I'm not going to do that. But when you have the disease of addiction, it is much, much different. Thank God that we have education and statistics now that can show how the disease of addiction affects the brain. And now we have ways that you can be healed and you can be well. 12-step recovery used to be the only thing that you could do. It was either 12-step recovery or nothing. So now there are so many different ways that you can get sober. They have all recovery. They have medication-assisted treatment. They even have yoga step recovery, which I think is super amazing. There's so many different pathways that you can take to get sober. You can use fitness to get sober. You can use spirituality to get sober. You can use faith to get sober. Whatever it is, there is something here for you. No way is better than another. Nobody should ever say, this is the way, you have to do it this way or you're going to die. That is not the case. Harm reduction has come up so much and so far, and I'm so grateful for that because I don't want to lose one more person to overdose. Do you feel like you're too far down? Like everything's just too far gone? There's no way to come back from the circumstances and situations that I've created in my life. Do you hear yourself saying those things? Guess what? It's not too late. It is never too late. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how far down you've gone. I don't care how many consequences you have. It is never too late to change your life. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself, or at least believe that I believe.